When you watch Norway's fans during the World Cup, you might notice something unusual. Thousands of people sitting in perfect sync, rocking forward and pulling back, as if they're rowing an invisible boat. This is the Viking Row. At first glance, it looks like an ancient tradition, something that has been part of Norwegian football culture for generations. So why do Norwegian fans do it? To answer that, you first have to understand what it represents. Norway has long been associated with its Viking history. Images of longships, sea voyages, and fearless explorers are deeply rooted in the country's identity. The Viking Row is inspired by those longships. According to its creator, the rowing motion represents the moment when Vikings lowered their sails, picked up their oars, and rowed together toward the shore before battle. But this isn't about recreating history, it's about reinterpreting it. The rowing symbolizes something every football supporter understands: everyone pulling in the same direction. Inside the stadium, thousands of strangers suddenly become one synchronized force. Young and old, families and friends. People who have never met before, all moving to the same rhythm. And that feeling of unity is especially meaningful for Norway. After decades away from football's biggest stage, the country finally returned to the World Cup. For an entire generation of supporters, this was their first chance to experience a World Cup with Norway. But here's the surprising part. Despite looking like a centuries-old Viking ritual, the Viking Row is actually one of football's newest traditions. It was only created in late 2025 by Norwegian supporter Ole Frøystad. After Norway qualified for its first World Cup in 28 years, he felt the country needed a celebration that everyone could take part in. He pitched the idea to Olje Berget, Norway's official supporters, from a famous chant used by supporters of Rosenborg.
2 hits on this, and then we say ro, which means row in Norwegian.
From there, the Viking Row was born. Within months, supporters were practicing it at international matches. Videos spread across social media. Soon the players joined in too. By the time the World Cup kicked off, what had started as one fan's idea had become the defining image of Norway's supporters. And maybe that's exactly why it has become so popular. It's incredibly simple. No expensive displays, no complicated choreography. Anyone can join. You simply sit down, find the rhythm, and row together. In just a few months, the Viking Row became more than a celebration. It became a symbol of Norway's return. A reminder that football isn't only about the 11 players on the pitch. It's about an entire country moving forward together. So when you see thousands of Norwegian fans rowing in perfect sync, you're not watching an ancient Viking tradition. You're watching a brand new tradition. One that has already become part of Norway's football identity.